the world as a digital simulation, really, to digitalize, to steal life. It is an anti-life program. It's moving from current-based life to silicon-based life, to a digital twin of the world that they can control, that is disconnected from spirit.
I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets. In the bright glow of the dawn, I see myself clearly, bringing in a new day. The old way of doing things is done. I don't care what you say. Monsters don't sleep under your bed. They sleep inside your head. And if you haven't done the shadow work and left behind is where you stay. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tones, melodies, poems, and beats. But when the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the street. We got pretend plus homeschool. Our babies just a must. They not just no moms, but also no posses. Mola worshiping pedophiles. Wanna feed our children's spirits to robots. Turn all of us from carbon based to silicone based. Should be where the shit show stops. Get back to doing for ourselves. Artists of some irrigation and grow crops. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to walk with this beast. Through tongues, melodies, poems, and beats.
I got back on them, y'all. It's been about a year and a half. I used them long before that, but it's been about a year and a half since I bought them. I've been using Bamboo, but I know people should write like constantly, right? If they were smart, they would. I don't have to curse and all that. They curse they back. We're gonna get into that.
With that, I'm inspired to turn this heat up. I'm envisioning a world full of love and peace. Thus my decision is to war with this beast.
Someone I actually entrust to make a proper, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, this is good stuff.
When the time comes, shoot it out in the middle of the streets.
We're really approaching almost like it's a Frankenstein moment. And they're framing it to us as, innovation, right? We should all be so excited that this is happening. And equated to like the Golem, bringing in like these robots. They would
I gotta take it down to the shed, so excuse me, I'm sorry. Knock you guys around. Gotta take it down to the shed.
Not to empower us, but to actually transform us into a robotic simulation that is under their full control.
It really is. I haven't used it in a long time. I think it's a little better. I think this might be a little different from the original one I used.
Come on. You almost there, bro. Almost there. Survive. You would die for Chi-Town, who am I but Chi-Town? You young fool, I'm too fly to just slide out blue sky behind ground. My crown flash helmet, so my aircraft still spit. Heavy time down, like even sheep building. I look down, I see green like a Celtic. My heat pulverized, the cheese is melted. The realness of cash money, I
carries 8.
You did the futures in my eyes, I beheld it. The finger fucked, it caused my hand, I dealt it. Felt the vibration.
I ordered this not too long ago, but I'm waiting on the next box, so it's a lot, you know?
Cause you little goofies are well quick, body for real monsters, velvet. Body you not for Mars, you females split. As a kid, all I did was fight, I did the bit with a knife. I know I can spit, my flow's the shit. To a fly, so haters wanna crucify. A real man is supposed to stand with the silver hand, but we're Hiller man. It's not Cypress Hill, I'm Tuttle Sheep. I'm one tough cookie, I don't follow, I set standards. Catch me, you gon' have to do more to scamper. Need more to scanners, I'm off the radar. I am as you goofies play God. Some worship the Christ, others pray to Allah. Chase a high, drink pink or bro. You stagnated, well I straight evolve. At a rate, I'm dead. Space AC out, buster stuck in the cage, face off, acting shape the state use of fate, they fraud. Battlestar intergalactic, my mindset, perfect comes from practice, so I rhyme best. I excel like I'm climbing a step. You got a lot to learn. I am adept, you of no concern. I am a threat, a measurement, widthless height and depth. I'm just piloting up, flying a jet, straight to adversary. Martial Chronicles like Ray Bradbury. I'm the thorough guy, goddammit. Symmetric compare of a fly bandit, Mohawk aliens, aerodynamics, and it's like I'm an arrow and precise transit. A Christmas Caroline's what your fans get. The rules and pearls what I transmit as a transcript, or I just spit it off the top. This is the shit, or get off the pot. This shit's hot.
I've had this bottle for about 4 or 5 months, y'all. I'm just not drinking, man. Now, if I meet up with, like, say if Sharon or whoever, like, see sister come around and we're saying them, I probably pour them a glass of this. You know, not no Jägermeister or no Jack Daniels, not, you know. I treat them like the ladies they are and have one glass, you know what I mean? Now, if they smoke, now I got choice. Excellent medication, y'all.
Y'all really thought that I was done with y'all.
I got the bombastic.
Nah. I'm really down on y'all. Fellas up. We not going back and forth about this one.
I know my baby girl's new. She don't want to smoke weed.
Here's a big fat, yellow, white, red, brown, black. Bow, Big Mac with the earth is brown, black.
Gonna go live, then we're gonna head out, pick up a few things. We're gonna stop by and make sure they have. Turn that down. I'm doing it again. We're gonna go pick up a couple things, but I'm gonna make sure that they have all the plywood and stuff that we require. They don't have the particle. Well, I don't know. I saw it there before, and if they have it at the right price, I'll get it in Benson. But like I said, some things are expensive. Even though this is Ace Hardware Shop, I know there's some things that I need from either Lowe's or where I worked at, Home Depot. I worked there when I was in college at night. Oh yeah, I worked there like over 90 days. Like it was a whole semester. And then I went to the next, and then I was like, you know what? I was getting ready to get up out of there, away from all the crazy. And I was like, look, 2 weeks notice. Because over here, they were like, yo, you want to work over here? I was like, no. Like, y'all, and tell y'all, like, these are my entries, and they all sit there and bypass them. Like, because, like I say, a lot of people mentally are not there, whether in managerial, supervisory, but we're going to cover some of that today as to why. All right?
Fool is known by his speech, yet if I don't speak, I suffer defeat. I'm other than we, a sucker on me, stand on 2 feet, one trip the other G. A wise man known by his silence, mostly disguised compliance, silence by guidance from conspiring.
Wavy Web, what's going on, Dad? What's happening? Smash the room. Share this out, man. Get some more people in here, man. Appreciate you guys. Remember, it's your day, Cincinnati, which is beautiful people, okay? Or Dagontini. It's, you know, whatever one you want to use, you know what I mean? Miakum, Mitamendia, you know what I mean? I think God's back. He had to go pick up his babies, half day. And the wind's picking up again. Yeah, Gonza? You back, right? Oh, okay, cool. That's T-Bone. Go head out here in a little bit. There's a big back. Round black, Mao, Mick Mac, round up black. We went out, shit back. Yo, cuz. I remember you remember this though, right? Yeah, they missed the live. They didn't check in, y'all. These niggas. Yo. I don't play with that, cuz. Nigga, this is the real one right here. He didn't see it, so you know, but you know that goes with these two right here. Well, it's actually got more, but you know, I don't even pull everything out. You know what I'm saying? Because some people are like, yo, what is that, man? Hey. They're the ones I'm showing everybody, because the other ones, you know, the Book of Dead and all that. You know. Then I have a Book of Dead that's like a memo for me to write. For me to, I gotta order a quill or get me a quill and quill, the pen and ink, so I can write down. Anyway, yeah. Pigeon blood and all that good stuff. Oh yeah, you can order that. Right. Well, never mind. That's a whole nother department.
Thank you, and I of course am the chief triangle. If I die before I wake, well at least I fly in plain view. I am my circle, how I govern four corners. Wise as a serpent for certain amongst foreigners.
Trying to finish this damn tea, bro.
Stay storing us, learning firsthand of what fate was for one of us. I recall when bro and I spit flows, dope man, fly in the shell like shower, Hampton kept slow. Stay high years later, it's just saying that we just gain density. Gain my synopsis, he's tossing. I prayed out the same I behave by. Locals, I've raised my moral ground. Way have my character, stay fly, the conduct squared up. Self-esteem, the day sky, new God on what the world's been waiting for the days now. They are there and I don't abide by the same ethics.
Yeah, that's some good stuff, bro. Nah, man. That which call right there? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, absolutely, man. Did you use that last night, right?
Yeah, I got it this morning.
Oh, this morning. That's right. Okay, yeah. Cause I just, okay. Yeah, I just hit it up before it took me a little pop out. You know what I mean? Even in darkness, the sun lit on you false lights. Will have to be gold to glitter. After something poppers just. Yeah, so what's happening, y'all? Good to see y'all up in here. Yeah, I think it's important to get more people in here. I would enjoy seeing all the races in the world come in. All these America's great. Anyway, all these Trumpeters and Bidenters, all these liberals, conservatives. Ain't nothing wrong with Trump, but what I'm going to say is going to bother a lot of them. It is what it is. And some of the people in the police department will be, how's he now? I told you they're stupid. You don't get this far in the world destroying civilizations if you want to use that narrative. I don't even know what that means, civilization. If you don't have enough dumb people, who go crude, and who are indoctrinated, regardless if they think that they're in control when they're not in control. But we're going to get through it. Did any of y'all look at the Boxer Rebellion? All the different countries that were conquered, that went over there to subdue the certain dynasty and to eradicate a group of people and those who supported them, and by the hands of their own people. We're gonna get into it a little bit. On this land, break it down. You know what I mean?
Saviors are fakes. Marks must be made. Knowledge brought is when the rock and bass. I rose up, took a shower.
Somebody actually noticed that, yeah, I boxed, and they noticed that my nose had been broken. They're like, wait a minute, it's septic. I'm like, yeah, I told you I boxed. What is this so hard? Like, you think anyone that boxes, if their nose never been broken, then they don't know what kind of boxing they did. Especially numerous times.
Woman and child, resilient and all foreign and alien entities. I decree this morning, send them back to whence they came.
Yeah, baby.
Peace, laugh, or war cry, whatever the relevant name of each path, simple, highest form.
And just because a person gets 67 years old, don't mean they got to be slow.
Now feel the beast rap.
And you don't have to lift weights to be strong. But it'd be best that you did. But you don't have to.
This de facto government and its quorums established. Big Ma house so she may restore him.
And my music, and a lot of this music, it's only talking about to suppress, rise. I mean, the oppressed rising up against the oppressor. That's all. That's what my music's about. The oppressed rising up against the oppressor. So the only people that's scared are the oppressors. The only people who can have any harm coming to them are those who oppress. Simple.
It's doing this thing again, boy. Last night, boy, that was like a damn train coming through, boy. Y'all, I know it. Like a train coming through here last night, y'all. It was fun. I wouldn't sleep. Yeah, it was good.
Judges the hypocritical, cynical, with the political symbol. My thinking is critical. I'm just ventilating on the actions of the protected service. Quick to pull the Glock plastic cube. This don't take any type of skill.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the shed, man. It's too much in here, bro. And in my cart, it's got the leg like this, so I can't just slide it underneath. So. My cot.
It's gonna be killed whenever I fight from above. I'll be given the right, so you better be ready to ride tonight. On the way to the dawn daylight, we gon' run them out, so gon' pass the kite. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender. 3-pound pressure, no weight lesser. Drop the oppressor, me no surrender.
This world is such a, and when I say this world, I don't mean in an ideal sense. I mean in every day, every little thing you do. It's such a gimme. Everybody back off. You know, everybody's like, you taught that from school, everywhere. Big business. If you want to be successful, you want to be like Trump. Gimme, push, step, crush. That's how it all is. And it's like, nobody ever stopped.
My theme song right there. My theme music. I'm riding a big 10-gallon hat. Coming in like Django. Now, if you don't know that, Django is an old Indian slave name, well, POW name. You know what tribe? I know y'all don't know. My apologies. I had to disconnect the internet because Ganja's trying to put it. Connect the internet right now. A lot of winds. My apologies. I had to disconnect the internet because Ganja's trying to put it. Connect the internet right now. A lot of winds and stuff. But I took some notes, right? And y'all know me how I am about it. I took a lot. I got a lot of notes that I've been working on for some time, right? And I really want to do this. So I'm gonna do it on TikTok. I'm gonna do it on Instagram. But I want to do it here first. I could have used this to set up and do it both at the same time, or I could actually still go on Instagram and TikTok on this phone. I could have went live and dug out my old, my little stand-up one and talk to both and do them at the same time. But I'm gonna choose to do this. So that way it's still a learning curve. But even when I write information, it's always about it being applicable. Now, we know that Biden did what he was, if y'all think that was Biden, I don't think that's Biden at all. I think he's been long dead. They're actors and they play their roles. Every last politician, in my opinion, every last one of them plays their role. And the few that may be in there who are kind of clean to that, they're very quite careful. So does that mean that they're unscathed or their hands are quite clean? No, there's no Pontius Pilates here. No fictional Pontius Pilates. None of their hands are clean. Okay? Trump is in there and he is doing exactly what he's supposed to do. A lot of light-skinned folks, especially, y'all are just the dredge of society, sadly. And y'all really believe in some white hope and some great fictional white hope. A lot of Negroes, because they've been let down so much, but like I said, bad frequencies of very harmonic people have been brought to the lowest of their existence. You look at what happened in Palestine, right? Twitter going to X. TY, or jumping all the way to X. This land, like all the other ones, but it was crucial for this one to be the last one. The autochthonous people have been subjugated and done as worse as our people in the four corners of this terror. And most of you are ignorant to it because you've been allowed to exist in a fictional narrative, my light-skinned brothers and sisters. Dating back to a fictional time period. That's why they had to add on 1,000 years. Because the reset is a reset regardless. Like we had big dams. Which ones were blown up and what really created the mud floods? They were all over. Based on energy, right? And water is another form of energy. Right underneath all the so-called cathedrals, right? They work on hot and cold air, right? Well, for those who are aware of it, they had to make y'all think the Earth is some spinning balls zipping through space with a whole lot of planets, right? Water not spinning off, gravity. They had to give you Newton, all these fictional characters that had nothing to do with the story they told. Yet they fed it to you, and you bought it. Trump is doing what he has to do. Okay? What he's supposed to do. All right? And that's the further succession of destroying this country. I mean, he's talking about taking felons and sending y'all down, you know what I mean? And Guantanamo. As if that wasn't the basis for starting something. Right now, you have a lot of police officers who are the scourge. It ain't about Constitution, real laws, anything. They are moving and they're fracturing your mind with some fictional authoritarian president. And a lot of you are not even getting it. And these people don't care. Their eyesight is a scourge to anything because it's about fictional control. These are fools. Why do I say this? This is what the Zionists. Zionists is an old oligarch term. That's not even what they are anymore. That was used at one point. Okay? I know it's hard for you to grasp this, but I'm going to take my time. No swearing and cursing and all that other stuff, okay? Unnecessary. Okay? So how many of you are aware that Karl Marx is a good jar? First of all, how about you look at his father? Okay? Born April 15, 1777, 777, actually, in Sierlois, Germany. Died May 10th, 1838, age 61 years, Trier, Germany. Turin, Karl Marx. Well, is it really Karl Marx? Well, look at his grandfather, Mordecai Levy. His father, Heinrich Marx. I need y'all to really pay attention, because the dumb racists in Russia, the dumb racists here, all through UK, France, Belgrade, everywhere, they either know or they don't care, or they know and it doesn't matter. But the funny thing about Marx himself, or Gujar, I want y'all to see one picture and then I'm going to show you another. Well, nothing but a goddamn Negro. But a mixed breed, a Gujar. Why do I say that? Because whenever you see a painting, and I always tell people, look at his real picture, what they miss is, they miss his Negro features. Anybody can be weaponized when we already know about the true Prussians, Abkhazarians. All right? How many of you ever seen, I got pictures of Australians. I want you to pay attention. And some of those Australians look like us today. We're talking about the ones who, you know, the mamas have been raped, or I don't know, 100 years, about 3 or 4 generations, right? And they kind of look like us. And then some still look like, when you go to like Malaysia and all them places, they still have like the old original Twa people of Mississippi, original Twa people of Ireland or Scotland, right? They still have that look, the Papua New Guineans, right? You think things don't change? Well, I just wanted to point this out, because I know it's hard for people to grasp and see a calm down Frederick Douglass afro. I worked at Thomas Edison building. He was a mulatto. By the term or definition of what you think he is. Let me go back to my notes. No. Let me finish up here, because I know everybody's going to be, what about Karl Marx? Yeah, remember, he's a German-born philosopher. Karl Marx, right? A German-born philosopher. He didn't create this goofy thing that Stalin's monkey-ass Gujar and so many others have utilized, called Marxism. That was subjugated people after they had murdered millions, just like in China and everywhere else. All right? His name was called Heinrich Marx. Oh my goodness, that sounds Russian to you? Y'all want to look up his cousin? No, what I'm doing is I'm alluding to a point. And the reason why is you have this great so-called America, all these people putting balloons, because that's what they are, balloons up their sleeves, walking around like great America, the war, and no. The fake Zionists, the fake, they got, and we're not talking about the Jews, because there are a lot of them who are not part of this crap. They are religious people who believe in a theology, regardless of what it is, okay? And they're subjugated people. We read Albert Herzl, they want to debunk that, and they can't, all right? Because it's not about that no more. But the fact that he pointed out the wars and how they got to a certain point, how they played between people and what they did and what they got after the wars, the women and made new babies, and kept their numbers up. Sounds like a custodian type thing, right? Colonization, what do you think it is? To colonize for what? To get where we're at right now. They had to use people, bodies, and in secret, quietly, with those ignorantly influenced, regardless of what it is, murder, magic, and all that other goofy stuff, to subjugate the people and use people to weaponize, to create a better weaponization, to slowly incapacitate and then subjugate the remainder with an authoritarian military of stupidity. Why do I say that? What do you see going on between so-called Russia and Ukraine? What did I read about the Ukrainians and what happened when the so-called Jews were expelled from Russia? And yet they're still there. I'm just asking. What'd you get? Poland? Ukraine? And then we don't go into the Chechens and all them other Muslim ones. All that was Russia right before the fall of the Berlin Wall, and what's that Gorbachev, you know, the fall of Russia. Yet it still stands. Gorbachev, Aguzar, played his role. Trump is how old? Think about it. Married to who? He is to bring the decline and further destruction of this corporate entity. But first he has to establish some things. Because see, this land is special. And you Negroes, stop wasting your time with those flagrant, misguided, sick, amalgamated monkeys out there in the entertainment. I mean, y'all seen Will's son behind Justin Bieber, and Bieber turning around like, we're not even talking about Odom, who he's, you know what I'm saying, kissing him. All right? It's deeper in perversion than you can imagine. All right? But we're going to read some things that may further assist a plausible reality. My license folks, if you want to have your great white hope and all that other stuff, you know, whatever, man. All right? And all we wayward Negroes who thinks that, oh, well, we've been brought to the flag. Usually it's ones that got something, they go, yeah, let's go with Trump. I didn't vote for nobody. I said if I was to vote, it would have been for Trump. I'm not here to stop nothing, but I know what's going on. I have a better idea. All right? Well, y'all running around and y'all, because they don't need no goofy, racist and dumb oligarch mental thinking who need a hero and savior all the time. They're tired of y'all lazy, slothful individuals. Y'all ain't build and create nothing. Just more problems which they rid and nurtured you in. Y'all don't know how to shake that out. You don't know how to get away from it because you're under a deep-ass spell too. My light-skinned brothers and sisters. This is not hate. See, some people have a hard time dealing with the truth of things. Okay? Your hope was killed, and that was Hitler. Yeah, your hope was killed. Or maybe not. Maybe he played his part. The vegan, Catholic, using a lot of our magic. The swastika was never about hate, and yet these goofies still push that. Why do they push that, right? We're going to get into that. First, let me read this to you, okay? I know it's hard for you to accept it, because they're giving you such, it seems like good stuff. Oh, Elon Musk, Mr. Inventor, right? Rocket, SpaceX, and da-da-da-da-da. Neurochips and robots, right? AID or whatever you call it, right? I know it's hard for some people to listen because it compels, it's infuriating, and some people, whatever, right? You can't make this up. And then RFK Jr., right? How old is he? And look how great shape he's in. And then look at what they gave you to the health ministers in Germany, here in England, right? A whole bunch of he-she's in the military, right? Fat, slothful, lazy, sick some of individuals, right? But now they're cleaning it up. Here's your false hope, right? Oh, they had all, and y'all fight amongst each other like it's ridiculous, redundant, and the redundancy in how ridiculous it is just beyond comprehension, even though I get it. But y'all don't. Y'all swear up and down, straight hair, light skin is the best. I'm not saying that it's not all right, because it's part of the natural order of what you are right now and how you exist. And then the Negroes who want to, like my sister, she wanted to have a baby and she's a lesbian, so she went out and found a donor so the baby can have blue eyes. You see, this is the disease. My beautiful niece, all right? And I'm grateful that her genetics will be better than my sister's, that she'll overcome that even though she's being indoctrinated. Because most of y'all adults don't care. You don't. Adults. Even using that word is bad on my, I'd rather put in another piece of chalk. Let's look at authoritarianism, all right? Authoritarianism. It is a political system characterized by the rejection of political polarity. Polarity. Well, damn, that means we got the executive. Oh, well, I'm not going to get into the three. Yeah, y'all should know it already, right? That's right. A lot of y'all weren't taught in school, you know, especially like I'm just a bill. And it's the they had to give our people false hope too, so they could lead them to wars and create this stuff to fight and kill people who never created a problem. When you look at it, it was always the Zionists setting everything up. The CIA, the Mossad, going places, murdering people, and then coming out and then saying, "Look, I mean, come on, look at the ship during Vietnam that was attacked by the dumb idiots over there calling themselves Jews." And what's funny about most of the people who are Jews were once Muslims and Christians, converts, who murdered based on an ideology. Zionists by the Talmudists, by those fictional rabbis who bring those orders in sects based on the perversions of what they've done to them. Not the Hasidic. So it's a political system characterized by the rejection of a political polarity. The use of strong central power to preserve the political status quo. And reductions in democracy. Separation of powers, civil liberties, and the rule of law. Authoritarian regimes may be either autocratic or oligarchic. Yes, oligarchic. And may be based upon, I said garlic. Anyway, I want a piece. May be based upon the rule of a party or the military. You see that all over in Africa. You actually kind of see it here too. States that have a blurred boundary between democracy and authoritarianism have sometimes been characterized as hybrid democracies. Hybrid regimes are competitive authoritarianism. States. Why would you have the Constitution crying for the, how do you say it? The Supreme Court? But every state has its own constitution. Make it make sense. I told you this was a land of many countries. Oh, they had to destroy that and to give you a lack of wannabes who don't know your real history. You weren't here in no 14, 15, 1600s. Most of you weren't even here in the 17, 1800s. My light-skinned brother and sister, I'm being honest. Okay? And a lot of you Negroes, see what y'all know is about the American slave trade to the Caribs and the UK and all that. And then who was brought here? Well, they would subjugate the very people who come here who fought beside them to the lower standards and mingle right in with us, the true autochthonous or American Indian. I mean, they had established India outside of the true land of India, of Asia Superior, right? They say Asia Minor, but what is that really? So, the political scientist Juan Lins, in an influential 1964 work, An Authoritarian Regime, I have the book down the shed, in Spain, defined authoritarianism as possessing four qualities. Now, these are the four qualities. Bullet point R1, limited political pluralism, which is achieved with constraints on the legislator, political parties, and interest groups. They always going after the Second Amendment. Now, who would do that? Dual citizens, fake-ass dual citizens, or those employed and paid? You're starting to see, right, all the politicians of the Democratic Party all been paid millions of dollars when they didn't even have that before they got in office. Political legitimacy based on appeals to emotion and identification of the regime as a necessary evil to combat. Political legitimacy based on appeals to emotions, hello Democrats and Republicans, and identification to the regime as a necessary evil to combat easily recognizable social problems, such as underdevelopment or insurgency. Now, the Poor Boys was created by a Negro. And then you got Roland Martin's punk ass, and thank you, Baby Girl Slaughter. I saw it already. I don't like watching his stuff because he's a sellout, coon, goofy. They bought it. Like, who cares? Only those emotional individuals who are divided, subjugated, and you're giving your energy up to a political ideology. Political legitimacy based on appeals to emotions and identification of the regime as a necessary evil to combat easily recognizable societal problems, such as underdevelopment or insurgency. And just like they destroyed religion. T.D. Jakes and all the homosexualities and this, that, and the other, and the one standing there, somebody bought, what's the name, plane and all that, and looking like a devil. And you just don't get it. Tammy Baker and all that, the super churches and all that stuff. Minimal political mobilization and suppression of anti-regime activities. Minimal political mobilization and suppression of anti-regime activities. FBI. Because you mugs ain't together. That's how they move the way they do. SWAT teams busting in doors and shooting innocent people. It don't matter. No apologies. Y'all can't even rationalize with reason. I know, I get it. Look at Direct D and see what he's doing in Arizona against the police. Like, oh, so what? Y'all just don't get how big the picture is. Y'all needed a moment of emotions to be taken care of, so they allow certain things. Number 4, ill-defined executive powers. Here they got you believing because Biden did it, but here Trump's doing it, signing these executive decisions, and the so-called big-ass judges, or what you call saying, hold, we gotta hold off, we gotta stop. They're showing you that there's really no control or anything. It's oligarchy. It's about, this is what's going to happen, this is what's going to be done. Executive power is often vague and shifting, used to extend the power of the executive. Now, minimally defined, an authoritarian government lacks free and competitive direct elections to legislatures. Free and competitive direct or indirect elections for executives are both. Again, let me read that again. Minimally, do y'all know what minimally means? Defined, an authoritarian government lacks free and competitive direct elections to legislators. Free and competitive direct or indirect elections for executives, or both. I mean, Putin's running for his 3rd term. Who else? Broadly, the taking down and toppling of governments and officials and murder of people who wanted to do the right thing. Muammar Gaddafi, regardless of his coke problem, who cares? All these motherfuckers on drugs, endocrine and sacrifices and all that. Because they really wanted to do the right thing. And so they had to put their puppets in place, their goujards. Broadly defined, authoritarian states include countries that lack, oh, calm your monkey ass down, that lack human rights such as freedom of religion, or countries in which the government and the opposition do not alternate in power at least once following free elections. Authoritarian states might contain nominally democratic institutions such as political parties, legislatures, and elections which are managed to entrench authoritarian rule, and can feature fraudulent, non-competitive elections. Fraudulent, non-competitive elections. That's like conspiracy theory. Well, without a theory, you can't have a conspiracy. Without a conspiracy, that means there wouldn't be no theory around, right? Since 1946, pay attention, the share of authoritarian states in the international political system increased until the mid-1970s, but declined from then until the year 2000. Prior to 2000, dictatorships typically began with a coup and replaced a pre-existing authoritarian regime. So-and-so was out. They're gone, someone's dead, and then they bring in the puppet. Since 2000, dictatorships are most likely to begin through democratic backsliding, whereby a democracy-elected leader established an authoritarian regime. Now look at the people they utilize, the idiots. Look at what happened to the Shah, and so on and so on. I mean, look at the Palestinians leader. He wasn't even born there and was hardly ever there. What is the meaning of supremacism, right? Let's take a look at that. Supremacism is the belief that a particular race, religion, gender, or belief system is superior to others. Well, damn, why would anyone need that in a world where everybody was once together, practical and fighting together against outside influence? How did you get to the position or point where you're at? They want to supersede equality with supremacism. That means Charles Schwab, you will own nothing and you will be happy. You will own nothing and you will be happy. Can be found anywhere on American well, here. American supremacy. Let's look at that one, all right? Because I'm not going to go too deep in that. In the United States, which this is not the United States, supremacy can refer to the idea that federal law takes precedence over state law, or to the belief that one race is superior to another. Freedom of speech. We're going to let these idiot dumbasses walk around waving the swastika, talking about hell, Hitler and white supremacy, when none of it means exactly what it is. So they got the dumbest motherfuckers, whether here and the goofies in Russia and everywhere else that ride around with this fake white supremacy narrative. They're just dumb monkeys in the zoo that they can disband at any time, and they usually do, unless they're going to use them for the military and police to execute you, and then when they're done with them, they'll get rid of them. See, that's what these goofies don't pay attention to. Yeah. Psychopathology. Let's have a gander at that one. Psychopathology refers to the study of mental disorders, including their causes, symptoms, diagnosis, and treatment. American, oh, y'all look, you're definitely under psychopathology. Especially you black motherfuckers with all this black power, and the revolution won't be televised and all this other goofy shit by goofies who push Pan-Africanism and Islamic phobia and all the other crap that come with it. All right? Causes, symptoms, diagnosis, and treatment. That sounds like some Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Black Rock shit to me. It encompasses a wide range of psychological, excuse my language, psychological conditions that can affect a person's thoughts, emotions, and behavior. Again, it encompasses a wide range of psychological conditions. MK Ultra, frequencies, you know, the 440, 808, blah, blah. You know, medicines that don't care but keep you jacked up, running around, disconnecting you, how your brain functions, fluoride in the water, and now they want to talk about removing it. You're at the end phase, people, of their narrative. World War I, right? That should be one. In World War II, Vietnam, Korean War, blah, blah. Right now what you see, Malaysia, Papua New Guinea, all that propaganda is based on, right? That's what America's running on, the psychopathy of this, the psychopathology of this so-called American supremacy steeped in, goddamn, bro. Excuse my language, you can't make this up. And the authoritarianism and the rulers, which is defined by the authoritarian governments, which lacks free and real and competitive direct elections, especially when you think you're something you're not, and the original people of the land are still being suppressed. So the question is, the people that betray their own people for gain of wealth and perversion, like all these melanated people running around with, you know, like pedophiles with youth and everything, doing the sick shit they've done. But they gave you P. Diddy and then Busta Rhymes. How many of y'all seen Busta Rhymes walk around with a woman? I told you when he left Leaders of the New School, because he was zesty. Propaganda, it is a communication that is primarily used to influence or persuade an audience to further an agenda. I don't have an agenda. I don't care if you show. Everyone has choices. I don't think y'all are as intelligent as you really are, sadly. But again, it is communication, different formats, electric stimuli, torture, pain, waterboard, whatever, school curriculum that always change, food, starvation, homelessness, the dredge of society, third world countries, like make that make sense to be so, but war creates it. How did it happen? Toppling of governments when it was starting to, come on, y'all look at Africa as some black, but they got great cities over there and people are rich. Same thing in South America, but you don't see it because you're so influenced by media. Persuading the audience to further the audience, right, to further an agenda, unbeknownst to them, the sunken place, which may not be objective and may be selectively presenting facts to encourage a particular synthesis, to synthesize something, or perception. Or using loaded language to produce an emotional rather than a rational response to the information that is being presented. Propaganda can be found in a wide variety of different contexts. That's all I'm going to read. It's a plethora of more information. I think I kind of touched you a little bit, right? You getting where I'm coming from? Huh? Let me see, Amber Talon. Oh my God, here go these monkeys. You sound like an idiot. You aren't aware that the government has been stealing from the people. So much for You are so damn dumb. You are dumb. Did you even wait to the end of what I was reading? This is what I'm talking about, you light-skinned folks. You're the idiots who walk the earth. Those who choose to be on the opposite side of actually the truth. Y'all just running, your mouth comes out, emotions and feelings. That's why I'm here to strike them. So we can see you for who you are. Whether you're a bot or not, I can give a fuck less because, you know, the AI is doing its thing. It's learning, regardless of the programming. You are unintelligent, ill-equipped, and unfounded. Your whole mouthpiece is a regiment of fictional characterization based on your stupid Karen-like manners and Ken-like unqualities. Now, you ain't got to block no idiot like that. I can handle weak crap like that. She is nobody. It's not about your fictional race and your fake-ass identity. I bet if you go back 4 great-grandparents, you was a Cabbage Patch offspring or probably from an orphan. That I can guarantee. So ergo, you don't know your truth. You're just another victim running around emotionally in a satirical existence, and Ukraine, and I'm a Jew. You don't know what you are. And you came on the wrong page, little monkey. So if you want to rear your head, don't block them and nothing. Like, let it show, man. So everybody see how stupid you is. I want you, thank you. I want them to see. They can go to your page. You probably got Leonard Skinner and all that. And Black Hole Sun, won't you come and watch the rain? How the hell is a black hole sun? What is that? How's it going to wash away the rain? See, this is what I'm talking about. They've been telling you from the get-up, but nobody's been paying attention because you run around in the stupor of your existence as if you're something or somebody. Instead of humbling yourself and being a little meek-mannered, you rather destroy yourself, dumbass. Now let them come and say all the little trifling doofy shit they need to say. All right? I'll tell you what. Next time I'll come on and I'll put in the background, I'll hang a little monitor here and we'll play Charleston Heston, the 10 Commandments, you dummy. You don't want to come over here. It's like Cat Williams sitting up there telling that wannabe Mexican, shut up, sit your ass down. This is America. But it's not about that. Both of me are kind of plagiarism. Cat's doing his role. The idiot standing up was doing his role. That's like saying the Gulf of Mexico, which was actually named after the Choctaw. So it ain't the Gulf of fucking Mexico. It was named after my ancestors, and they changed that because what's the imperialism do? Who was the individual they set up, the Gujar, in so-called Mexico when they became Mexico? While y'all sitting there, all that despondent hatred, but they got a bunch of them running around wanting to be so-called white and discouraged because they don't even know their ancestral heritage are where they originally came from. Not all Mexicans are from Hispaniola or the Europe or the Caucasus Mountains. So get right. All right? Stop running your little goofy brain all over the place and learn something for once. The epitaph for education seems to forego. Man, anyway, I'm not going to beat you up like that. You want to play with magic? It might be real, huh? I'm not here. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to reach out. Maybe you some fake little wannabe witch or some goofy shit. Fake Christian and everything else. Want to hold on to your dynamic. That ain't dynamic at all. So self-intrusive. Instead of listening and waiting. I'm not into crayon colors, fictional characters, fake earth, and all that other shit. Maybe that's why you're so easily manipulated. So anything else you want to say, you're free. You're free. The first genocide, the first real genocide and usurp of identity was against my people. And then all of a sudden they had to make these fake ass Jews. And then the last genocide, the ones you see going on right now, because from there, it's the destruction everywhere. And then for that so-called 500 million, which is a lot of people, 15-minute cities that have them dispersed over for the so-called fake elite to do as they want, and the things you don't never see, Don't worry, honey. You and your monkeys won't be here. But look, I'm just saying. Because you can't get your head right. Don't even know who she's talking to. Or he. Or it. You know, I'm not telling today. So, I thought I'd come on and share that. You know what I'm saying? I have no hatred for nobody. I don't have to. Y'all have more hatred for each other. I care about those who care about what needs to be cared about or cared for. All you people running around in your fake dichotomy of existence, you don't matter to me at all. You either all relatives, brothers and sisters in the wide earth of things, or you're conscripted in to be the dumb laymen of stupidity and further incursions to the possible degradation and destruction of your own societal based on your goofy whims of emotions and feelings that are meaningless. Let me drink to that. Anyway, I just hope that y'all gain something from that. And if you need to, play it back, please. All right? A lot of you are actually magnificent individuals. I don't care about your background, where you came from, orphan, cabbage. It don't matter. It doesn't matter to me. And trust me when I tell you this. I'm that one out of the rest of you. But you don't want me to give you a tongue lashing. I had to be very mild there. There's consequences for everything. Oh, not for me. But I'm not attempting. Oh, these words. Anyway, I'm not absorbed with the want and a wanton fictional ideology of pain and suffering further on you. Y'all show it all the time. Why would it have to be further enumerated when you're always existing in it and you choose not to walk away from it? When a man has nothing to lose, he has everything to gain. Man and woman. Yes, that is right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So it is for y'all to either ascend or to come together. And they don't want that. Y'all don't even recognize you still have a chance, because if you didn't, well, like Philly, they just throw a bomb in there and tell you a plane crashed. Listen, send a missile in, I'll tell you a plane. A friend of mine was recording in Philly and showed a couple people walking on fire. I was like, bro, I don't want to see that. I mean, do you really need more of it? We grew up seeing that. And the Bronx in the 70s was destroyed, and nobody knows that. San Francisco was destroyed, nobody knows that. So-called down in Texas, Dallas, destroyed, nobody knows that. Oklahoma, y'all can't even envision it, see it. I got to see it with these baby eyes. Baby eyes. You know what's important in the bibliography of things to say have a childlike heart? Do not become part of the renaissance of new creation and ideation. A lot of y'all have become hardened, and you don't even know why you become hardened, because what was I reading? Manipulation is a mofo. When you don't even know you're being manipulated, that's how subtle it is. Yes. However they deem for it to be set. Yeah. It's always worse than the last. Because nobody ever comes together. And when we did, we actually was winning. What caused us to fall? Well, you have this erroneous institution of ideas. And they have a hard time breaking free of the matrix. You know? I was multitasking and listening to you, and I heard you go off. I had to stop and say, Chuma, what's going on, Intik? Let me shout everybody out. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to run out to Benson. Like I said, I'm not here to stop nothing, but you know, y'all got to really look at what's going on. I don't know how y'all don't see it. They got y'all like the black and white piano keyboards with animals jumping down on the keyboards, but sometimes they make good music. And right now, that's not what's coming out. All right? There's no Liberace. Dad D, Wavy, I got you guys. Or Smash Rooney, what's up, beloved? What's happening? T, I got you. T just walked in. So I was an Henry Laird, Huguenot descent. Absolutely. Yeah, wind's coming. Yeah, it's doing its thing. Oh, Mac, what's up, beloved? I found the flying fist. Oh, yeah. Smash Rooney, you trip. Yeah, and that's all y'all know how to do. Look at it. She's, hey, Amber, you still here, hun? I don't have this scourge of hatred. I just want to know you or your man or whatever. Your means. All right, Dad, for sure. Mark, what's going on, beloved? What's happening? Soul, Smug Star, it's good to have you up in here. What's happening, beloved? New Paris, it's good to have you in here. Anyway, I appreciate y'all all. My time is different from others. The real ones in here know, oh yeah, I hear you. I appreciate you all. And now I got to do this on 3 other platforms. Or one, well, they cursing on TikTok, but they don't want you to charge their account. They don't want you to play the music like they did before. They don't care. They think they're in control. I keep telling you that they're not in control, but the influence of energy is to have the perception to be perceived that they're in control. And those little idiots, they don't know what's going to happen to them. So, you know, they look at people like, we don't want you, weak. You can't even support you. They have a select breed, a group. And all y'all that's doing that to each other and everything, y'all have no idea, boy. Y'all, well, for those who are, have no idea. You think I got him, cuz?